Your style is unorthodox, but effective.
Greetings friends, my name's Tristan. Welcome to Plastic Oddities. This episode revolves around supply shopping, I guess, if you want to call a spade a spade. A week or two ago I went down to a place called Daiso. Now I'm sure most of you who are watching this video are familiar with Daiso. For those that aren't, Daiso is a chain shop from Japan that specialises in being known as a 100 yen shop or $1 shop. Nothing actually in Daiso over in Japan costs 100 yen. Actually, it's 110 yen now because of the consumption tax. Last time I was there it was 108 yen, but consumption tax has gone up. Irrelevant, useless facts. Anyhow, so I really need to get out of the house. I haven't been out of the house for a variety of reasons for a long time. So I decided to go to my nearest Daiso, which is down in Parramatta. So it's about an hour and a bit's drive from my house. And I must have caught them when they were doing a stock take because I actually didn't have too much in mind. But as you'll see, there's a lot of things at Daiso that we as hobbyists can use if we use our imaginations. Now, I do need to point out, I don't think Daiso is the cheapest place for some things. It's pretty cheap, don't get me wrong. Here in Australia, the Daiso set price is $2.80 and $3.80 for larger items. So it's still pretty cheap, but there are some things out there I think that if you did look around you could probably get a better value. One of the things that I really like about shopping at Daiso is their storage options. Their containers are dirt cheap and you can get a variety of things, as you can see from the video. Most of the containers that are in this workshop were bought from Daiso, whether they be small pouches for keeping tools in, through to larger boxes for keeping parts and paints and all that type of thing. So most of my stuff has been bought from Daiso. And the other stuff that you can get from Daiso, which is surprising, is a lot of modelling tools, which with a little bit of imagination, you can turn some of the stuff that they've got there into really nice tools that we can use in our hobby. The other thing that I do like to get from Daiso, other than storage containers obviously, is things that can be used for scratch building and diorama making. So sponges, inks, pastels, as you'll see in the video. Probably the weirdest thing that I bought from Daiso is fake eyelashes, which you can use as grass. Dog barking in the background. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Said it was just a quick trip. I only spent about an hour there. They were in the middle of stocking everything. I also had to be very careful with my filming because one of the staff members was actually following me around for the first half of my shop. I don't know why. It was really obvious I was being followed around, so it was just a weird, surreal experience. Maybe because I came in with my own Daiso bag, because I've been there so many times. I have a couple of their canvas bags, so I took one down to fill up. But it was just really strange. But as I said, have a look at the video. I've tried to identify things I think that as modelers we can use as tools and things in our hobby. But as I said, have a look around. For me, Daiso's speciality is its storage. You can buy, as I said, lots of different shaped containers, pencil cases which you can use as pouches, just a whole variety of things. And then at the end of the video I'll show you some of the stuff that I bought and why I bought it. So thanks again for watching. Okay, so what did I actually buy? I will admit that on this trip I was a little bit restrained. I didn't want to go too stupid, but you know, again, looking at things that can help me here in my workshop. So first thing I got was one of these folding containers. I sometimes work in the house, and it's nice just to be able to carry in some paints and stuff like that, but being a folding crate means it doesn't take up too much space. So it's a good little carry thing if you have to move gear around, all the type of thing. And that one cost me $3.80, so it was a little bit more expensive. Okay, as you saw me hovering on these in the video, I bought one of these little cases, and I'm actually going to use this to put all my decals in. I have a decal and sticker collection, which is really giving me the willies. I keep them in like a cane box. This box. And it's just really awful, like to sort through and try and find things. So I thought maybe a clear file might help. Bought some takeaway containers. I'm a big believer you can't have too many of these. These are good just for storing stuff in as projects on the go, like I've got here, so you don't lose stuff. And they're also good for like storing little bits and pieces in, you know, easy to find, all that type of thing. Bit of a weird one. I was really looking for a long, flat container to store building materials in. So I have some dowel. I have dowel and these really long popsicle sticks. I don't have any to hand that I can show you, and I want to keep them all together so they can't get damaged. So that was the longest and thinnest container that I could find that wouldn't take up too much space on the shelf. So a lot of storage at the moment. Some more storage. I wanted a box. I've got some inks and trying to find a box that they could stand up in and not spill over. So again, I'll probably put a little bit of packing in, maybe put a mat and put some holes in it or something, a little piece of XPS, and then that will hold my ink so they don't fall over and spill, because as you can see, this one's already been tipped over in transport. So again, you know, they didn't actually have much down there, as I said. I think I caught them in the middle of a stock take, but yeah. Okay, bit of a weird one. I have been looking for a basket to put into my ultrasonic cleaner when I'm cleaning small resin parts, because the basket that came with it was a wide mesh. So yeah, this is a noodle strainer of some sort, and again, this one cost me $3.80. Yeah, a miso strainer. So that will hold like really small tiny parts that won't then get lost in the bottom of my ultrasonic cleaner. You could probably also use something like this if you're using an ultrasonic cleaner to clean your airbrush, and you can put small parts in it, so again they don't go walk about and wandering in the bottom of your container. Always buy bamboo skewers. I use these a lot for a variety of things, so it's always good to pick up a packet. I also picked up this squirt bottle, I guess you could call it, cut the top off, for fine application of PVA or white glue, because if you've used PVA glue before, so I've got it all over my fingers, the bottles that they come in have a wide nozzle and they're not very good for precise application of stuff, whereas I can trim the size of the nozzle to what I want and use that to get a precise measurement of glue on the spot of what I'm gluing together. Turntable. If you've never seen one of these, they're sold as TV turntables or monitor turntables, and they're just really good for doing work on if you're painting and whatnot and you don't want to touch the item that's being painted. So that's that one. Always on the lookout for some black pens. They didn't have the ones that they normally have, but this is a 2-nib drawing pen. So I'll give these a try out. Again, always nice to have something that you can mark pieces when you're scratch building and whatnot. So yeah, so I try these out. There's the artist illustration markers. Bought another little strainer to use with when I'm applying sand and flock to a diorama and stuff like that. So really fine mesh to get that really, you know, precise application. Again, another strainer for the same thing, slightly wider. So again, you get 2 different types of dusting going on when you're doing dioramas. And the last 2 things, which have got nothing to do with modelling, I just wanted to buy them, is Daiso's version of Lego, which is the petite block. One's a robot with a transformation mechanism, and the other one's a Hercules beetle, which I thought was pretty cool. So I'll put those together and put those on display at one stage. And so that was really it. I didn't go stupid down there. Bought some stuff for the kids and whatnot, but from a modelling perspective, this is what I walked away with. But as I said, they've got lots of things down there, as you saw in the video. Lots of paints, brushes, glues, all that type of stuff. So if you're into crafting and modelling and all that type of thing, Daiso's a really good place to go to and get some relatively cheap stuff. Do look around. I'm not saying that it's the cheapest around, but you could probably get some stuff cheaper other places. But if you've got access to a Daiso, go and have a look at it, because you'd be really surprised what you can pick up there. Thanks for watching.